Good morning everybody. It's an absolutely boiling day, and I know this video has took so long to come. I've just been so busy. The car's been sat here for a week. I've not even had time to come out and film what bloody car it is. But the S13 did sell. It did sell and actually sold to a subscriber. You will have seen it on Instagram. And since then, we've gone and bought a new car. Now that car is just sat just here, but I'm just staying in the shade just so you can actually see me. Now, this car is very similar to the S13, but it's everything I wanted the S13 to be, and it's everything the S13 isn't. Now, it's gonna be honest, I've already filmed this video on my phone, but the audio was so bad I'm gonna delete it and film it again. So here we are filming it again. So just before I show you the car, True Rally, the ultimate car enthusiast holiday. We have literally one spot left for our rally in September. It's 250 quid and everything is included. All the food, all the hotels, all the nightlife, all the drinks in the nightlife, activities, fully downloadable map. We've got over 30 cars coming. We've got like one spot, two spots maybe. So if you do fancy a spot on that rally, let me know. Here's a little bit of a clip over the top of what you can expect, and this is from our NC 500 rally. Have a look at the website, see what you get included, and let me know quick if you want a space on True Rally. But let's show you the car. It is here in front of me. I actually wanted to buy one of these around 4 or 5 years ago, and at the time I didn't have much rear-wheel drive experience. I couldn't get insured in it, and ever since I've wanted one since, they kind of just didn't really fit the bill. And I'm not gonna lie, the market for these in the past few years has just gone so high that I didn't actually think they were worth the money. But recently the market for these has just shot down. People can't sell them. They cannot sell them, and I do genuinely believe it's been people overpricing them for so long that most people don't even consider them an option anymore. I looked, and if you search for this car, the first ones that pop up are like 8, 9, 10 grand, and it's just crazy. But after you dive in a little bit, people are struggling to sell these cars, and you can actually pick them up pretty cheap. Now this one I got, it's by far the cheapest one I've saw for sale. Ones without engines anyway. But there is a reason for that. The main reason is this car has not had an MOT since 2015. It's been off the road for 7 years, and there's a potential overheating issue. So without further ado, let's cut to a little cinematic of the new car. A lot of people have guessed it right in the comments and stuff. Well done to you. Patrons already know you've known for ages. Patrons, you're the guys. But yeah, let's cut to a little cinematic of the next car for the channel. I'm so in love with you. You got me down again. Yes, it is a 350Z. I've been looking at one of these for actually quite a while as a project car, but you know, the money that he's been fetching for recently it was quite a lot of money to have as like a second or third car. But recently they've come down in price and people are struggling to sell these cars. But here it is, a 350Z in black. I did want one in black because we know that we're either going to wrap or paint it, etc, etc. But let's go over what this car has wrong with it, because of course it is my channel and of course there's something wrong with it. Now, how bad is it? Maybe not as bad as you think. So I was actually offered some really good running example 350s, even like import ones, like with low mileage, perfectly fine. But we know our channel, we don't want something that's already done. We want something to piss about with. The one thing that annoyed me about with the S13, just I spent too much money on it, too much time. It was too clean, in my opinion, to drift. And I don't really like cars that you start worrying about driving them properly and stuff. So this, I wanted something cheap and I wanted something I could just piss about with and have fun with, and here it is. So let's go over the bad things about this car. Now, I know what you're thinking. It doesn't start. Well, you know what, guys? Surprise, surprise, you'd be wrong. It starts. It does actually start. Now, I know what you're thinking. I bet it's a gearbox fucking fault or something, or a clutch. Well, yeah, you're actually wrong. Oh, the door. It drives. It's not had an MOT since 2015. It's been off the road for 7 years. And I don't know the full story of who's owned this car and what's happened. The paperwork actually has come with it is really good. Now there's another issue with this car, and it was a big red flag. That big of a red flag, I initially, when I first heard about this thing, I was like, nope, don't even bother with it, don't even go and look at it. And then, after a little bit talking to this guy, I thought, you know, let's just go and look at it. He's open to offers, let's just go and look at it. So, the issue was, he said, when he was cleaning this car once, when it was like 40-degree heat, which is what it feels like now, fucking hell, he said that he was cleaning it and he had the engine running just to charge the battery and it overheated. He said it didn't go up into the red, but it overheated. That's a red flag, right? Why would you say that in an advert? I personally wouldn't say that in an advert if it's just tickled over a little bit. So I thought, maybe the head gasket's gone, maybe it's done some damage to the engine, it's got that hot, it's done some damage to the engine. So I thought, let's just go and have a look. Started fine, there was no smoking. There was no coolant in the oil from what I saw. The coolant smelt normal, there was no like fumes in the coolant or any signs of anything mixing. And I had it idling for about half an hour and it didn't tick over. And I was like, didn't you say overheat? He was like, well, yeah, it did, but it was hot weather, and I just don't think the fan's working. And the more time I spent with this car, the more I think he's genuinely being honest. I think the fan just isn't working for some reason, because it has been off the road for 7 years, but I don't fully know. It could be something sinister down the line, but from what I've seen so far, it's all right. Now, however much it seemed all right, I couldn't be paying good money for it. So we came to a deal. Now I'll let you guys in the comments down below have a guess, and if anyone who gets it spot on, I'll give something away. I'm not sure what I'll give away, but I'll give something away to anyone that gets it right. Now before you make your decision, let's just go over the car a little bit and talk about the good points of this car. You may have noticed the brown leather interior, and some of you may have noticed that this is the full heated interior, the full electric heated interior. Now some of you even further may have noticed that we also have cruise control on the steering wheel. Now for you 350 boys, you notice that if you've got cruise control, it's a GT pack. Now what is the GT pack? The GT pack comes with obviously the obviously the cruise control, obviously the heated seats, obviously the Bose sound system just right there, obviously the Brembo brakes. Yes, we have the Brembo brakes on the front. We love a good Brembo brakes, and most importantly, the LSD, the limited slip diff. So this is a GT Pack 350Z, and also it's a 2004, meaning it's £300 a year tax, not £600 a year tax, which is the later HRs come in. So this is, in my opinion, the best year. So what do you think I paid for a running, drive-in GT Pack 350Z? The miles, they're a bit high. It's on 149,000 miles. What do you think I paid for this car? So I'm actually very excited about this car. Honestly, like really excited. I've literally just come out, sat in it a few times, started it, drove up and down. And usually you can always tell how a car's going to be to you from the first thing you do. And the first thing I did, the central locking was just not working on any of the keys. I thought, oh, it's going to be something to do with the module or whatever. Change the battery, central locking works. So it's a great start. And I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. I really like it. And what we're going to do, we are actually going to drift it. I know I say this about the last car, but it just got too nice to drift, and I think most of you can agree with me on that. We're going to drift this. I've already got some mods. I've already started planning the stuff we're going to do. We're going to wrap/paint it, but we're not going to go too far that I'm going to feel uncomfortable to drift it. So, yeah. That's the 350Z. I have always wanted one, and I am very, very, very happy to say that we have got one, and I'm very happy that it's going to be £300 a year tax. I thought they were all £600 a year tax, and we've got a GT pack, and I got it for a pretty good deal as well. So have a look in the comments below how much we got this for. Very excited, and I suppose we'll see you in the upcoming video.